What's up, guys? So it's E30 seat pickup day. So as you can see, I'm in the truck, and yeah, I'm going to get these seats. I'm actually pretty stoked to see what exactly the seats look like and see how they came out. So let me get off this phone because I'm in traffic. Don't need no tickets. I'll see you guys as soon as I pick up the seats. Ooh, guys, the seats are in, and man, night and day is an understatement of what this car looks like now and what it looked like before. Like, the seats really look good inside here. I'm happy. Now, I've got something else in the mail today. Got this big box from FCP Euro, and this is all the maintenance stuff. So I'm gonna get this box open. Let's see what's in this box. All right, I think that's it. I thought that this was missing. This is the valve cover gasket. It definitely has to be changed. If you guys remember from last episode, it was wild cleaning that gasket off. But guys, this is all the maintenance stuff for the transmission, and to service the transmission and to service the oil in the engine. So we got brand new oil. We got a fuel filter, air filter, oil filter, new plugs, new valve cover gasket, transmission fluid. We got definitely needed this. This is the transmission pan gasket because it's a mess under there. You guys will see that. So we're gonna change the gasket out when I drop the pan. Got this piece to the distributor here. This piece goes to the distributor. Change that out. This is a new distributor. Change that out. And this is the filter for the transmission. Gonna change that out. So and a couple gaskets and bolts here. Just gonna freshen this car up. We're almost there to where this car is ready to drive. I'm ready to cruise in this thing. So let me just get right to work, get under that car. All right, guys, so y'all could pretty much get an idea how grimy this transmission pan is, the entire thing. So that's why gotta just break these bolts and break these fittings loose, and just take this pan down, change out that gasket. You guys will need a W5 Torx for the plug that's in the transmission. It's in the transmission pan. Alright, guys, y'all can see how caked up the pan is and the gasket. Look at this. It's busted here. And this gasket is just completely, it's cracked everywhere. It's super brittle. Listen to it crunch. Gonna clean this all up and get it back in the car. Guys, all cleaned up. The pan is all cleaned up. I sent a lot of the grease back to 1991, so I'm gonna put some 2021 grease in here now. These are all nice now. I didn't spend too much time perfecting this, but trust me, I got probably about an eighth of an inch of grease off of this thing. It looks 50 times better than it did inside and out. So yeah, now just time to slap it back on there. These are the brackets that hold it up. Put the new gasket on, fill it up, and move on to the next maintenance item. Almost put the pan on and forgot the new filter. So got the new filter here. Let me go put this new filter in and then put the pan on. Alright guys, the oil pan, you can see back there, all cleaned up. It's already in, new gasket, new filter. You can even see the shiny new plug on it too. Back there, but you know, not gonna waste no time. Jumping right into the oil. I'm so curious what this even looks like. I know it's gotta look like, it's probably green. I'm gonna say green. Yep. I don't even know what the hell that is. That's, oh my gosh. Like some green ooze. I'm gonna have to flush this out. I'm gonna flush this out with some bad oil. I mean with some cheap oil, because that is not the color of any oil that's supposed to be in a car. Look at it. That's disgusting. Oh my God. What did they have in that car? Look like they had the green monster in there. Look at this. This was never changed. Everything is just disgusting oil or whatever. Looks like water. But yeah. Gotta fill the transmission, do the valve cover gasket, and distributor. It's the new oil filter. And that's it. Almost done. Not too bad of a job. Alright guys, what's up? It's the next day. I got a lot of sunlight. Last night was catching me up. Ran out of sunlight. But anyway, I'm gonna change the gasket here, the valve cover gasket, which is extremely brittle. But I mean, here goes this green slop, this like caked up. Look at this. This is disgusting. So I'm gonna clean all this up. Flush all this out with some good oil, and just get a better situation right now than this. Alright, I'd say about 45 minutes later, cleaned up all the whatever gook or green giant junk that was inside the cover. Actually extracted out everything that came out of that hole. Was completely clogged with the green junk. You know, I couldn't put any sort of hose or pressure or anything to the head, so I just pretty much used a bunch of cloth, cleaned up as much as, pulled out as much as the gunk as I could out of here. It is definitely better. Then I flushed it out with some oil. Got the oil plug drain, that's all out, so a lot of the green gunk actually pushed through. But for the rest of it, I'm gonna just do the seafoam treatment, put it all back together. Got the new gasket on there. I'm gonna put it all back together and just do this seafoam treatment with the oil. And yeah, it's supposed to break up, you know, the rest of these deposits and just clean this engine up internally. It should be 100 times better than what it was. So let me get this together, move on to the next. All right, guys, so it's spark plug time. Obviously, it's pretty clear what's the old ones and what's the new ones, but the new ones you can see have a bigger tip here, bigger contact point here than those little skinny little threaded contact points. This should give me some better spark. Go get these in and just keep moving, keep moving. Still got the air filter, and then I'm gonna put the new oil in, and gotta just fill old oil. filter, oil filter, fill the transmission and engine oil. Oh yeah, and then distributor cap and this piece here. Almost there. It's pretty obvious which intake is, which filter is new and which one is old. And the what's between this thing, there's a lot going on between each of these grooves. Even a bug found his way and got trapped in here. But yeah, should breathe a lot better now. Alright guys, well, finally done. Everything is in, everything is changed. Let's give it the first start. Ugh. Let me get the phone back, right? Woo! Fired up so much smoother than before. Let me get that check light off. As soon as I get something to turn, press this button. Fuel gauge is acting a little weird. It says brake light and engine oil. Let me check the engine oil. Alright guys, I gotta wrap this video up. Otherwise it's gonna be super long because there's so many things to do with this car. But I just took it for the first drive. This is the first drive I ever took. Ever since I bought this car, I never drove it, not even down my driveway. You know, I just took it off the trailer, drove it right to park, you know, where it's at right now, a few feet. And yeah, it drives like shit. Ah, boy. The engine, smooth. It feels smooth. It's running smooth. Idling great. Transmission is shifting great. You know, I went through all the gears. You know, 1 through D. Those are all smooth, obviously, because they got all the attention. Now, I gotta attack the whole suspension. The suspension, the brakes, the control arms, some of the front bushings. I mean, when I hit the brake, that thing was doing a dance. The left side especially. So I know that control arm, bushings, everything is shot on that side. Struts, shot. But I'm getting there. I got so much done right now, you know, as far as maintenance wise. I did have, it rained a lot a couple days ago, and I ended up with a bunch of water in the footwell for the driver's side. So then I realized the vents are clogged. So, you know, it's everything. Everything's got to be done to this car. But it's coming along well. You know, very pleased with the maintenance and service that was done. But yeah, guys, you know, stick around. There's so much more to be done to this car, and it's gonna take on a whole transformation. So thank you guys. You know, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace. I'm tired.